Hey, you ever wonder why you have certain food cravings at certain times and not other times? I'm going to explain that to you today. See, some of that has to do with the amount of stress you're under. When you're first stressed, whether you're having financial issues or relationship issues, anything else that's really weighing you down and bothering you, initially you get into this state called wired. Your body goes into fight or flight. Fight or flight is a state of heightened awareness. Some of your senses become more heightened, some of them actually stop. For example, digestion slows down, immune system slows down, pupils dilate, heart rate goes up, breathing rate goes up, you're wired. Blood leaves your fingertips and your face. That's why you can get dry eyes, dry mouth, dry skin, cold hands, cold feet, constipation, indigestion. What kind of food cravings are you gonna have? Initially, when you're first stressed, it's all about sugar because your body needs more energy to stay in fight or flight longer. So you're gonna want a lot of sugar. If there's a bowl of candy on the table, you're not gonna be able to have just one. You'll eat one and another, and you won't stop till it's done. If you've ever been in that place where you found yourself craving sugar and when you have a little bit, you just can't stop, assess the kind of situation you're in. Your body may be in fight or flight. Now, you could be in fight or flight at a resting state, meaning emotionally you're not stressed, but physiologically your body acts like it's in fight or flight. If that's the case, that could be an issue with your health, and we need to address that separately. If you stay in that state of wired long term, by the way, when you're wired, you actually have a little more energy too. You may be angry, you may be upset, but there's a lot of energy that goes with that. But when you stay at that long term, you reach the second stage, which is called wired and tired. Those are people who typically say, oh, I'm too tired to fall asleep. Now, they're tired, they're laying down in bed, but they can't fall asleep because the same thought is circulating in their brain over and over, and they can't shut down their mind. That's that second stage. At that point, your cravings will change a little bit because now you need a lot of triglycerides, which is fat, in your blood to replenish the hormones you've used up. Cortisol being the main hormone of your stress, but you also need growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and vitamin D. Now, the precursor to all these hormones and vitamin D, which sometimes acts like a hormone, plus some of the other stuff like neurotransmitters, a lot of times the precursor to those may actually be triglycerides, which is fat or cholesterol. Your cravings are going to shift just a little bit. You're still going to crave sugar, but now you want fat and sugar. So your cravings switch from candy to ice cream and donuts because ice cream has a lot of fat and so do donuts, but they're still sweet, and that's what your body starts to crave. So if you're in that state where you're like, hey, you know, last year I kept craving sugar, but now I want things like ice cream and donuts and things that have some fat in them. Now, by craving, I mean it's an uncontrollable thing where you just can't stop. You're like, I'm eating other stuff and it's not satisfying me. But you may be in stage 2 of stress, especially if you're having trouble falling asleep. We did a video on falling asleep, and that's on a different video. You're welcome to check that out. But for today, that second stage, very hard to fall asleep. If you stay in that state longer and now you're in chronic deep stress, you've been under this type of stress for years, now you approach what's called adrenal fatigue. See, we have these glands over our kidneys called adrenal glands, which release adrenaline, and that gives you some energy. In fact, you have more adrenaline being released in your body when you're angry and upset and stressed. If it's been producing over and over and over, and now it's getting tired and you're depleted, now you're in that third stage of stress. That one's called exhaustion. You're tired. So first you were wired, then you were wired and tired. Now you're exhausted. That's the person who could drink coffee in the evening or at night and not have it keep them up through the night. That person is adrenal fatigue. Your cravings change. So initially, remember, it was sugar, then it was sugar and fat. Now in the third stage, now you want salty stuff. Now you want French fries, pretzels, and potato chips. You crave salty things because you need minerals. Minerals are what your adrenal glands require to get the adrenaline rolling and all of that stuff, and that's the depletion that you're experiencing. So what should you do? If you're in that third stage, you need to get more sleep. You need to get more sleep. You need to have your adrenals supported. There are supplementations that you can take for that. You may also be experiencing some lightheadedness as well. We talked about dizziness and lightheadedness on another video. Certainly check that out. If you're in these 3 stages, first off, resist the cravings, address the stress, and make sure you're getting proper sleep. And then just eat good foods. And I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you get over your stress. I hope that helps you understand why your body responds a certain way under stress and why you're having different food cravings. So take care, share, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.